Hi, good morning, and welcome to our meditation on grace, wisdom, and words. Today, I would like to read with you in Proverbs chapter 8, verses 4 to 11. To you, O people, I call out. I raise my voice to all mankind. You who are simple, gain prudence. You who are foolish, set your hearts on it. Listen, for I have trustworthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right. My mouth speaks what is true. For my lips detest weakness. All the words of my mouth are just. None of them is crooked or perverse. To the discerning of all them are right, they are upright to those who have found knowledge. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. So here we have a personification of God's wisdom, and God's wisdom is crying out everywhere, trying to reach to every person who would like to listen to her voice. And as we said yesterday, Jesus has become wisdom of God for us, says Paul. So we could well be talking about Jesus here, who is speaking to us all. So it is a personification of wisdom, as if wisdom was a person. And as we said yesterday, in the chapter 7, we saw this personification of sin coming in at the dark to talk to this simple person, to this person who doesn't have God's wisdom and understanding. So wisdom here is very loud, and also she perseveres here as she talks to these people in this planet. It's because there is love in it. Wisdom comes to us because wisdom is full of love. You simple ones understand prudence. Wisdom doesn't give up on simple ones. In the other chapter, in chapter 7, the person who went after sin was also described as a simple person. And that simple person is not completely lost, because if that simple person comes to listens to what wisdom is saying here, that person can be changed again. My mouth speak truth, says wisdom. When wisdom speaks, it is true. We can trust it. But it is interesting to realize that even when Jesus spoke words from eternity, people left. And in John chapter 6, there's people who are listening to Jesus after the multiplication of the bread and fish. They said, the way he speaks is too hard. And they left. My mouth will speak truth, says wisdom here. And it is easy. It's plain, it says here too. For those who wanted to understand, it is plain. There's clarity in what God is saying here. There's no confusion. Everything is said in the light, as we said yesterday. It's not like the other person who speaks in the dark, but wisdom is speaking everywhere, on top of a hill, by the paths, by the ways. It's there. She's there speaking the truth. Everything is understandable. And sometimes we say that the word of God is too complicated. And then the American person says this: if it is not the part of the Bible I can't understand that bother me, it is the parts that I do understand. That's the problem, isn't it? Why they didn't want to listen to Jesus in John chapter 6? It's because it was clear to them. They wanted to know what to do. They wanted to know what to do to please God. And Jesus said, well, to please God is to believe in me. That's the only way you can please God, is by believing in me. And they didn't want that. And then Jesus will explain that they had to eat of him. They had to have a fellowship with him. They didn't want that. They just wanted religion, and wisdom would never give them that. All the things one may desire cannot be compared with wisdom. Neither silver, gold, or rubies, or precious stones. That's the key text here today, I think. It depends how important it is going to be, the words that come from God's mouth. Those who stopped to listen to Jesus, they received eternal life. But those who went away, they lost the opportunity to be filled with God's eternal life. God bless you.